Welcome back, students. Now we will discuss the meaning of quadrants related to the trigonometric functions and the location of different angles in their respective quadrants. So remember, this line is the initial ray. OA is the initial ray. And an angle we have studied that always moves in clockwise direction. This angle, which can be taken at any point of this initial ray, is always 0 degree in terms of degree and 0 radian in terms of radian. 0 degree equals to 0 radian. As we know that whenever we have to convert an angle to a radian, we multiply by pi by 180. And if we move from this point and reach to the next point, this angle is clearly 90 degree, or if you convert it to radian, you have to multiply it by pi by 180. Whenever we have to convert an angle with degree to radian, we multiply it by pi by 180. So it is giving pi by 2. So this range of angle from 0 degree to pi by 2 goes in first quadrant. Means all the angles which lie between 0 degree to 90 degree will lie in first quadrant. 0 to pi by 2 radian will lie in first quadrant. The next quadrant starts from 90 degree and ends at 180 degree. And this is second quadrant. We know that pi radian equals to 180 degree. It means from pi by 2 radian to pi radian, second quadrant will be there. Third, from 180 degree to 270 degree, that is pi 2, if you convert it to radian, you will multiply by, sorry, it is multiplication. You will multiply by pi by 180. So it gives 93 is 92 3 pi by 2. So from pi to 3 pi by 2, third quadrant will be there. And from third quadrant to fourth quadrant means 360 degree. 270 degree to 360 degree, or we can say 2 pi is the fourth quadrant. So first quadrant angle means between 0 degree to 90 degree. This portion, any angle which lies between 0 to 90 degree is said to be lying in first quadrant, and all the angles coterminous to them will also lie in first quadrant. Means all the angles which lie between 0 to 90 degree and the coterminal angles to them will be considered to be lying in first quadrant, and all the angles lying between 90 degree to 180 degree and coterminal angles to them are said to be lying between second quadrant, and all the angles between 180 degree to 270 degree and their coterminal angles, that is pi to 3 pi by 2, and their coterminal angle will lie in third quadrant, and all the angles which lie between 270 degree to 360 degree or 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi will lie in fourth quadrant. That's why there was a question in our previous session that convert all the angles so that they are coterminal angle which lie between 0 degree to 360 degree, to check in which quadrant they are lying, in first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, or fourth quadrant. So whenever the trigonometric ratio of an angle is given, first we change it to a coterminal angle such that it lies between 0 degree to 360 degree method we have already discussed and we'll discuss again while discussing the question. And then we'll find the sine. Now, after discussing this theory of 4 quadrants, I think you must have written this in your notebook. Let's now discuss what will be the effect of position of an angle in these quadrant to the 6 trigonometric ratios. What will be the effect wait so again draw this structure showing the 4 quadrants. First from 0 degree to 90 degree, that is 0 radian to pi by 2 radian. And remember, all the 6 trigonometric ratios are positive in this quadrant. We have studied in previous classes the standard angle which lies between 0 degree to 90 degree only. You have surely learned a table of standard angles, trigonometric ratios of standard angle. Sin 0 degree equals to 0, sin 30 degree equals 1 by 2, sin 45 degree equals 1 by 2, sin 60 degree equals to root 3 by 2, sin 90 degree equals to 1, and so on for the other trigonometric ratios also. And this year we will discuss about the trigonometric ratio of the angles greater than 90 degree, means from 90 degree to 180 degree also, which will lie in second quadrant. Remember, in second quadrant, first ratio, that is sin theta, is positive and its reciprocal means cosec theta is also positive, but the angle between them, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta and cosec theta will be negative, means the values of these angles will be negative in second quadrant. Again, in third quadrant, tangent is positive only, sin theta is negative, cos theta is negative, tan theta is positive, cot theta is positive. This is sec theta. So the reciprocal of cos theta, sec theta is negative, and the reciprocal of sin theta, cosec theta is also negative. And in the fourth quadrant, sin will be negative, cos is positive, tan negative, cot negative. The inverse reciprocal of cos, that is sec, is positive and cosec is negative. Sin theta negative, cos theta positive, tan theta negative, cot theta negative, sec theta positive and cosec theta negative. So this we have to learn. Whenever an angle lies between 0 degree to 90 degree, its trigonometric ratio will be positive. Whenever an angle lies between 90 degree to 180 degree, except sin theta and cosec theta, all will be negative. Sin theta and cosec theta will be positive for in second quadrant. And if angle lies between 180 degree to 270 degree, that is pi to 3 pi by 2, and its co-terminal angles also, only tan theta and cot theta are positive and others are negative. And in next 270 degree to 360 degree, that is 2 pi, it is only cos theta and sec theta which are positive and all others are negative. So this method will be used in solving the other questions of our assignment. So first of all, copy this. And it can be simply learned by an abbreviation, rhyming abbreviation. Add sugar to coffee. Add sugar to coffee. A for all. A is the first letter, means all positive. All positive. Sugar for S means sign positive. Sign positive means it's reciprocal. Cosec is also positive. So sign positive, cosec positive. All others are negative. Two starts with T. Add sugar to T for 2 and T for 10. 2 means 10. So ratio 10 will be positive and its reciprocal cot theta will also be positive and all others will be negative. And the final is coffee, which starts with C and C for cos. Cos is positive. All others are negative. Cos positive. Now, if you say C, if the ratios starts with C are cos, cot and cosec, all three. So why we are taking only cos? As only first three ratios are the fundamental ratios and next three are their reciprocals only. So in first three ratios, sine, cos and tan are the important ratio. These three are also important, but they are the reciprocals of the given ratio. That's why cos is positive, C for coffee, so C for cos positive. And all others are negative and reciprocal of cos, that is sec, is also positive. So add sugar to coffee, ASTC. A for all positive, S for sign positive, T for 10 positive, and C for cos positive, and their reciprocals are also positive and all others are negative. So in determining the sign of any trigonometric ratio, we will use this method. Like in this question number 6, find the value of other 5 trigonometric functions when tan theta equals to 5 by 12. So tan theta equals to 5 by 12 and one more thing is given. Theta is in third quadrant. Okay. So tan theta equals to 5 by 12 and theta is in third quadrant. So how to find this? Tan theta equals to 5 by 12 and it is given that theta is in third quadrant. So we will use the above properties. Tan theta third quadrant, tan theta is positive. And how to find sine theta? For this, first draw a triangle, right angle triangle. Take this angle as theta. We know that tan theta is the ratio of perpendicular. So take perpendicular equals to 5. Base is 12. So take base equals to 12. So hypotenuse equals to under root of p square plus b square, that is under root of 5 square plus 12 square, that is 13. So sine theta, we know that in third quadrant it is negative and it is the ratio of perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So the value will be minus 5 by 13. Cos theta is also negative. So hope you all will solve yourself now. As the session is about to be over, to solve it yourself, tan theta is given. Cot theta will also be positive and it is reciprocal of cot tan theta. Cos theta is the reciprocal of sec theta is the reciprocal of cos theta. So minus 13 by 12. And finally cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta. So it is minus 13 by 5. Similarly, you can solve the other questions